Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram 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 Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram. Okay,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram.
Ram,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna Hare Ram, Ram Hare Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Radhana Swamiti Namini Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namini Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pacha Tadeshatare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gauraktapunda Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Radhana Swami Tirame. We go to Andy.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, 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 Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Radhana Swami Nityanamini Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pastaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamini Namaste Saraswate Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Desatare Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasati Gauravanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Rama 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 Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Okay, we'll start. Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu and Prasad Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Please finish your japa. Hare Krishna, Lavanya. Okay, we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Kamagyanatimirandasya. ज्ञानांजना शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुलंगायते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। ओम पवित्र पवित्रो वा सर्वावस्थं गतोऽपि वा यस्मरे पुण्डरीकाक्षं सबाह्याभ्यन्तरं सुजिः श्रीविष्णु 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 ओम तद्विष्णु परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयो दिवि वा चक्षुराततं तद्विप्रासो विपन्यो जागृहं स समिन्दते विष्णुं यत्परमं पदम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we will chant Bhagavad Gita slokas. Let me share. This section will be done Buddhi Yoga, kind of, use intelligence but fight. Use your intelligence but fight. Text 51 onwards there. So I have shared in the group here. Last time where we read 2.49, 2.50 last Friday we have done. So do Nishkama Karma Yoga. Use your intelligence, Buddhi Yoga. These are the all verses from 39 to 53 talks about Buddhi Yoga. That means utilize your intelligence and working for no karmic activities. Nishkama Karma. Do your duty and depend on Krishna. Okay, so let us chant. Let me share. Okay, you are able to see? Hare Krishna, you are able to see?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Okay, text 15. Please repeat after me, line by line. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
phalam tyaktva manishina
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
janma bandha vinirmukta.
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता.
Wow, what a beautiful word. Janma bandha vinirmukta
जन्मबन्धाविनिर्मुक्ता
padam gacchanta anamayam.
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्.
4 lines together. Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishina janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchanta anamayam. Please chant.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं
फलं
त्यक्त्वा
मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्तं पदं गच्छन्ति
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्तम्. हरे कृष्ण
Amma.
प्रभुजी, धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
Yeah, please chant, Mataji. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी, धन्यवाद प्रणमालु. कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः జన్మబంధ పదం గచ్చంత నామయం. శ్రీల ప్రభుపాదుల వారి అనువాదం. ఆ విధముగా భక్తియుక్త సేవలో నెలకొన్న మహర్షులు లేక భక్తులు ఈ భౌతిక జగత్తులో కర్మఫలముల నుండి తమను విముక్తులను కావించుకొందురు. ఆ విధముగా వారు జనమరణ చక్రము నుండి విడివడి భగవద్ధామమును తిరిగి చేరుకొని దుఃఖరాహిత్య స్థితిని పొందుదురు. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
Wonderful verse. See, wonderful verse. Bhakti yoga, buddhi yoga, same. What we say, synonyms and antonyms, right? Same meaning. But as engaging in devotional service to the Lord, great sages or devotees free themselves from the results of work in the material world. We are not yet free from the results of work in the material world. In this way, they become free from. So results of work in the material world and free from the cycle of birth and death, and attain the state beyond all miseries by going back to Godhead. Attain the state beyond all miseries. Vaikuntha. What is the meaning of Vaikuntha? No miseries. No 4 problems. 3 more problems. Nothing. That's a very anamayam, without miseries. Vinirmukta, liberated. Padam gachanti, position they reach. Manishina. Manishi, Telugu we use, Manishi. But Manishena, materialist, వాళ్ళు మనుషులేనా? Because they are always the complete engrossed in material activities. So Janma Bandha, free from Janma Bandha Vinirmukta, liberated from birth and death. When we chant Hare Krishna mantra, when following principles of Bhakti Yoga, by engaging devotional service, what happens? There is always beautiful thing only. We are going to liberated. Taktya deham punarjanmana iti mameti so Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter. What is that? First starts with
4.9. Janma karma.
Janma karma. Krishna's janma and karma is divyam. When we remember Krishna's pastimes, when we remember Krishna, Rama, Rupa, Gunalila, even though in this world we are going to be saved, our life becomes successful. So beautiful verse, Janma bandha vinirmukta. And so many verses. Teshamaham samudhartha mrityu samsara sagara bhavamina chirat partha maya vesita chetasam. So many verses, Jata sahi dhruva mrityu. Middle world is designed for, one has to leave this body. So beautiful verses. Somehow, connected today. 2.51. Remember this one, 2.51. So next one, 52. Yada te moha kalilam
मोहकलिलं
buddhir vyatitarishati
बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
tada gantasi nirvedam
गन्तासि निर्वेदम्
श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च
4 lines together, okay? यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. Please chant.
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति
तदा गन्तासि
तदा
निर्वेदम्
गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रुतस्य श्रुतस्य च.
Mataji.
यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्यतितिरश्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं శ్రోతవ్యస్య శ్రుతస్య చ. అనువాదం. ఎప్పుడు నీ బుద్ధి మోహమనే దట్టమైన అరణ్యమును దాటునో అప్పుడే నీవు వినిన దాని పట్ల మరియు వినవలసిన దాని పట్ల విరక్తిని కలిగిన వాడు అవగుదువు. హరే కృష్ణ.
Read anybody, please translation. Read the translation.
I'll read.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Can I read?
Okay. Yeah. Read.
Yes, Prabhuji. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. Hare
చెప్పండి,
Krishna.
ఒక హాఫ్ మినిట్ ఆలోచించి చెప్పండి ఏం చెప్తున్నాడు కృష్ణ. మీరే సరస్వతి మాతాజీ.
Yes, Prabhuji.
What is saying? Krishna is trying to say here.
అంటే అంతా ఒక్కటే అని ఇండిఫరెంట్ అని అంటున్నారు ప్రభుజీ.
ఇండిఫరెంట్ అంటే
అన్నీ సమానమని అర్థం కదా ప్రభుజీ. వాటెవర్
ఇండిఫరెంట్ టు ఆల్.
ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ, దట్ ఈస్. అప్పుడు మనము ఈ డెల్యూషన్ అనే దట్టమైన అడవి నుంచి బయట పడగలుగుతాము. ఆ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ మనకి వస్తుంది అని కృష్ణ ఇస్ టెల్లింగ్.
ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది ఆ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్?
when we are yes Prabhuji, when we are in devotional service, we get that intelligence and we passed out from the delusion of the dense forest.
You shall become indifferent. అంటే so we understood that we are eternally connected with Krishna. Our souls come from Krishna. Krishna only. We are eternally connected, no? That's the thing. Yeah. Thank you. Okay,
yes,
next. You want anybody? Lavan, you want to have an idea? Any rhyming thing, to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. Chapu, did you understand what is this statement? Let me ask you. All that has been heard and all that is to be heard, meaning?
అంటే you should not be in the bodily consciousness because it's soul consciousness. ఇప్పుడు సెకండ్ చాప్టర్ అంతా సెకండ్ చాప్టర్ related to soul platform kada. So come out of it bodily. So you are indifferent. That means you are soul conscious, not bodily conscious.
Wonderful. Very good. That's what I
want. చెప్పేది కూడా it's connected to soul only. So అది ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? Because if you are surrendered to Krishna and you will get a buddhi yoga knowledge. Ignorance is destroyed.
Very good. Thank you. That is 10.11. Recite that 10.11.
अहम
तेषामेवानुकम्पातम्
अहम अज्ञानजान्तमा नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. To those who dwell in to show them special mercy, I dwell in their hearts, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge. Knowledge. Ignorance. Last in
the darkness born of
ignorance. Okay.
Nothing but delusion, whatever we can tell it. Very good. Thank you so much. Last verse, and this section will be done for today. Okay, we'll continue. Shruti vipratipanna yada stasyati nischala samadhau achala buddhis tada yogam avapyasi. 4 lines together, you can hear and chant. Okay. Shruti vipratipanna te yada stasyati nischala samadhavachala buddhis tada yogam avapyasi. Chanting.
Shruti
प्रतिपन्ना ते यथा स्थास्यसि निश्चला समाधावचला
अचला बुद्धिस्
बुद्धिर्तदा
तदा
योगमवाप्स्यसि.
अवाप्स्यसि.
Wonderful. Okay. So, Mata.
శృతి విప్రతిపన్నా తే యదా స్థాస్యతి నిశ్చల సమాధావచల బుద్ధి తదా యోగమవాప్స్యసి. ఎప్పుడు నీ బుద్ధి వేదముల మృదు మధురమైన వాక్కులచే కలత చెందక ఆత్మానుభూతి అను సమాధి స్థితిలో స్థిరమగునో అప్పుడు నీవు దివ్య చైతన్యమును సాధించగలుగుదువు. హరే కృష్ణ ప్రభుజీ.
Read the translation.
Translation: When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in the trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Haribol.
See, sometimes, Veda is so much vast knowledge. How we are conditioned, right? How long we can understand Vedas. In this lifetime, it's not enough. So many Vedas, so much scriptures there. But, not disturbed, no longer disturbed by flowery language of the world. And when it remains fixed in trance of self-realization, understanding the soul consciousness and work on it and do some better job on the soul consciousness, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Actually, when we all these Krishna conscious activities are yes or no, you all have to tell yes or no. All these Krishna conscious activities are divine consciousness and it is connected to our soul. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Two voices only, so remaining. Okay. Krishna conscious is nothing but soul conscious only, right? Soul is eternal. Krishna is also super eternal, actually, super being, supreme personality of Godhead. So that's the reason. So simple. Prabhupada, that's why always, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad is enough. Further advancement in Chaitanya Charitamrita, deep intricacies, deep mellows of bhakti. Two enough. So many, four Vedas, 18 Puranas, 108 Upanishads, and Upavedas, Upangas, blah blah is there. How long you can do? But you just, in this lifetime, we are still struggling to understand, Bhagavad Gita. Still struggling to understand Bhagavata. So many literatures. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, we have Ramayana, we have Mahabharata. So enough. If you understand, that's it. Practice it and go back to your simple. So this is where this section ends. Okay. Today we have chanted 53, 52, and 51. With your
Can I add one thing here?
Yeah.
Vedas, even Vedas, he has written everything, right? Vedas, Upavedas, Puranas, Itihasas, everything, right? But he didn't get satisfaction, right? After writing only Bhagavatam, it's a Krishna consciousness, the Bhakti Bhagavan, the melos, the rasas, then only he got satisfaction, right? Even though he has written everything, he got satisfaction by only writing Bhagavatam. So directly we can take, right? Bhagavatam, so that we
By
can have
glorifying.
Tushan teacher, Tushanti.
No. Correct. Until then, Dharmartha Kama Moksha established. Until then, he didn't establish love of Godhead.
Yeah.
As soon as he established the love of Godhead, he also feeling satisfaction. Right? Yeah, now I did something. So Narada Muni given instructions to him. Hey, you did a very wonderful job, very nice, written everything, but you missed one thing. That is the love of Godhead, glorifying Supreme Lord. You didn't do enough. You didn't do enough. Then you do enough now. That's where Bhagavatam came. That's it. Thank you very much. I want to recite this one more time. Can we all chant, please? I'll chant 4 times, 4 lines together. Okay? Karmajam buddhi yukta hi phalam tyaktva manishina janma bandha vinirmukta padam gacchanta namayam. Please chant.
Karmajam buddhi yukta
फलं त्यक्त्वा पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्.
Thank you so much. So nice. Let us engage nicely in devotional service so that, see, we have to worry about how I am using my time now. That is the only thing. Anyway, we all have to die at some point. What we have time, how are we using in Krishna consciousness? That is the only we need to worry. Remaining thing Krishna will take care. If we perform nice, sincere sadhana, why don't he take care? Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu. Not only normal Sindhu, Karuna Sindhu. Ocean of mercy is there. We just have to reciprocate with Krishna by chanting, hearing, different activities, different seva opportunities. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So let us hear Prabhupada this song and we'll continue with Prabhupada Lila Amrita. Okay, I am going to play now. So please confirm me that is getting voice, is getting sound. Hare Krishna. Stereo. Okay. Now I am playing. Please confirm.
Srila Prabhupada, feeling blessed, I pay my humble obeisances to you, who perform most wondrous deeds.
Dinopi yasya kripanopi kripaikapatram sankirtanena vitanoti vishuddhatim
Bhakti Vikas Swami
Videva Munindra Guiham Vande Suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam Vande Suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam.
O Srila Prabhupada, through your mercy, even poor-hearted, miserly persons can propagate pure devotion all around the world through the performance of Sankirtan, your book distribution program, and your congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Faithfully rendering such service can eventually bestow love of Godhead upon these practicing candidates of pure devotional service, a reward rarely attained even by great sages and demigods. Srila Prabhupada, overjoyed, I pay my humble obeisances to you who perform most wondrous deeds.
Lukam tamah kalushitam Tavadasa chandraha Sadbodhanadi sudhajaiva vibhasayante Vande suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam Vande suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam.
O Srila Prabhupada, the setting of your divine sun-like presence from the horizon of this world cast it into the deep darkness of ignorance. However, by your merciful arrangement, the arising of many of your moon-like followers illuminates this dark realm with your nectarian teachings. Srila Prabhupada revitalized, I pay my humble obeisances to you, who perform most wondrous deeds.
Pushnati Yovapati Keshava Bhakti
Rajtam Prabhu Devamrita Swami
Bijani Sadhak Gano Nidaye
Guru Maharaj
Apnoti Siddhim Iti Yasya Vacho Vishishtam Vande Suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam Vande Suvismaikaram Prabhupada Devam.
O Srila Prabhupada, a humble practicing devotee who faithfully sows and nourishes the seeds of the bhakti creeper in the hearts of people through the devoted propagation of Krishna consciousness, will certainly attain perfection in their own life as a reward. This is your very special and unique teaching. Srila Prabhupada, thrilled, I pay my humble obeisances to you who perform most wondrous deeds.
We will hear one more.
Goloka dhama bhavastava dasavaryaha Praptaha Purana Kathitahi Yatha Munindraha भविष्यत इति श्रुतिशास्त्रदृष्ट्या वन्दे सुविस्मयकरं प्रभुपाददेवं वन्दे सुविस्मयकरं प्रभुपाददेवम्.
O Srila Prabhupada, through the eyes of Shastra, it can be seen indisputably that many of your eminent followers have attained Goloka Vrindavan at the end of their lives. Their departure from this world and entrance to the eternal abode mirrors the achievement of many great sages as duly described in the Puranas. Srila Prabhupada. Marveling at this, I pay my humble obeisances to you who performed most wondrous deeds.
Thank you so much for hearing. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Please chant.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya
Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya
Jaya
Prabhupada,
Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev,
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very. Please, whoever not done, whoever not reading, please mute yourself. Otherwise, I will mute. 1 second, mute. Okay. So please lift your hands. Please lift your hands so that I will ask you to read. So this is a chapter. Today is gonna complete it. Hopefully, second chapter of Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita Volume 2 online version. 38 chapter we are here. No one listens to a poor man. And before that, what we have done? The land is yours. The land is yours. Now this is a chapter. No one listens to a poor man. We are at this particular paragraph. Okay. So Prasad Prabhu, please continue.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita ki jai. One day Srila Prabhupada took his disciples to see a famous temple of Lord Narasimha, Sri Simhachalam. Wow. Okay, on the top of the hill, about 5 miles north of Visakhapatnam, thousands of stone steps led up the hill to the temple, which was situated in a natural amphitheater on the side of the hill. Prabhupada said the temple, which was now run by the followers of Ramanuja sect, was particularly important because of the Lord Chaitanya had visited there on his tour of South India. Srila Prabhupada chose to approach the temple by car, riding up the winding road past orchards of mango, jackfruits, and cashew, and fields of pineapple. On arriving at the temple, Srila Prabhupada and his disciples met one of the temple brahmanas who showed them around the grounds. The temple building were a black granite and carved into the rock were the forms of pastimes of Vishnu, especially in his incarnation of Lord Narasimha. As Prabhupada moved from the place to place, building to building, he sometimes rode up the steep tides of a palanquin carried by 4 men. Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Next, who lifted your hands? Let me see. Lavanya, continue, please.
When Prabhupada came upon an immense banyan tree at the lower end of the temple grounds, he said that the tree must be thousands of years old. As he stood beneath the tree, his servant Nandakumara handed him a small champaka flower. Extending his thumb and forefinger from his bead bag, Prabhupada held the champaka flower and looked fondly at it. This flower, he said, is the color of Lord Chaitanya. And this flower is the most loved all over the India. This flower is beautiful to look at, the beautiful to smell. carried the small saffron gold flower between his fingers throughout the rest of the morning. Champaka flower. Yeah. When Prabhupada and his group entered the inner sanctum where the deity of Lord Narasimha resided, their guide explained that the Murti dated back to the time of Prahlada Maharaj, Horibol, an Asian king named Pururava, and his consort Urvashi had once visited this hill, and at the request of Urvashi, the Murti who appeared in to her in her dream had been excavated. The Lord had ordained that he should worship in the place, but that he would give darshana only one day a year, during the month of Vaishaka. The rest of the year he would be entirely covered with ground sandalwood pulp mixed with camphor and with other scents. Therefore, the deity now appeared to be only a lump, covered with a layer of sandalwood. Okay. Prabhupada commented that the sandalwood was to keep the deity cool-headed. అందుకే నాకు పిక్చర్ చూడగానే అంత క్లియర్ గా లేదు, లైక్ లక్ష్మీ నరసింహస్వామిది లైక్ లంప్ లాగా డిఫరెంట్ ఉంది, పసుపు ముద్ద లాగా. డౌట్ వచ్చింది, ఏంటి ఇట్లున్నది కరెక్ట్ గా, ఐ మీన్ కనపడట్లేదు విజిబుల్ గా. వెరీ నైస్.
సింహాచలం నరసింహదేవికి Saraswati Mata, please read. Next, Raj Prabhu, please be ready. Okay, thank you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Madhavananda, when Prabhupada was at the Narasimha temple in Vishakhapatnam, it was the same as when he was in Vrindavana. When he got out of the car, he was very grave. We went into the temple and there was a chamber. Then we went down. The walls were 4 feet thick, and it seemed like hundreds of feet of tunnels before we got into the inner sanctum. There was the deity with just a mound of sandalwood paste on him. As soon as we entered, Prabhupada said, begin chanting the Nrisimha mantra.
What is it?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Begin chanting the Nrisimha mantra. So we started singing Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringam, and we circumambulated the deity. Then we stood before the deity and Prabhupada offered obeisances. Guru Kripa. When we came into the deity room, Prabhupada had us sing the Nrisimha prayers. He always manifested such devotion. That was what separated him from us, not only his learning or his knowledge, but his devotion. In these places, we would see him become very silent, very grave, and when he would speak, such peace would fill us from within. When he would speak, you could feel it. He was constantly convincing us of Krishna consciousness, not purposely, but he was just being himself. In these places, it would be came out. When Prabhupada stood with us before the deity, we couldn't even see. There was just a mount of sandalwood. There was one Brahmana with big earlobes, and he had a ring in his ear. We offered some money, but it was a very devotional time. Prabhupada didn't say much, and the main reason was that these places are appreciated according to one's spiritual advancement. The detail and facts and the history are not really that important. There is nothing really to say. Prabhupada would just make sure we had the proper respect and didn't commit any offense.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare
So
Krishna.
how he is spending his spiritual time with the deities, Simhachalam, and devotees are feeling. Thank you so much. Unnara Prabhu, Raja Prabhu. Okay.
Dropping kids, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Once you come back, we can read. Okay. Let me read. Prabhupada would lecture in the evening. speaking sometimes at schools and social clubs in Vishakhapatnam. During the program at the Ramakrishna Hall, where more than 1,000 people attended. This was happening in South India, okay? Vishakhapatnam and some Himachalam area. Srila Prabhupada's dancing induced the entire audience to dance. The devotees danced in a ring around Srila Prabhupada, and the Kirtana continued for an hour. At another program, a bearded American anthropologist rode up on a motorcycle to attend Prabhupada's lecture on Kirtana. Afterward, the anthropologist told Srila Prabhupada that he had come to India to study the primitive tribes. Some American. Huh? So he got an opportunity to meet Srila Prabhupada during that time to study the primitive tribes, tribal area, how they live. Somebody, curiosity, maybe it's subject matter. There. Some tribal life. In that, American anthropologist wanted to explore, okay. And he got an opportunity to meet Srila Prabhupada, okay. Prabhupada told him, Prabhupada told him, it was simply a waste of time. Why do you want to study the primitive people? He asked. Why don't you study the exalted people? And Prabhupada narrated a story. See how Prabhupada is so nicely, fun plus knowledge. One time, a poor man roasted a cob of corn and then began picking up the kernels one at a time, eating them. In this way, it took him many hours to finish. He did this, Prabhupada said, because he had nothing else to do, just to pass the time of the day. In the same way, the study of anthropology was simply a waste of time. Prabhupada asked, why don't you study some person or group of persons from whom you can learn something? During the day, Prabhupada would sit outside his room. What is saying this lesson? What is saying? Why don't you study some person or group of persons from whom you can learn something? What do you want to do with this? Primitive tribes. They have their life in the forest. Study exalted persons, and you learn something from them. Especially talking about scripture and scripture related personalities. During the day, Prabhupada would sit outside his room and enjoy the atmosphere. He wore no shirt. His healthy body shone with a golden luster as he sat drinking freshly pressed sugar cane juice. This is just how it is in Vaikuntha, he said. There is always a very cool, pleasant breeze. He often walked out about chanting, talking about Krishna, listening to the devotees' kirtanas, and observing the activities of the temple. See? So actually, a devotee can only enjoy this world also. Non-devotees, how they can enjoy? Suffer. So next, actually, only few more. 1, 2, 3. Only 3 paragraphs, 3 devotees. Huh? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Just last 3 paragraphs. Can you pick? Who wants to do? No lifted hands. I can go on reading. Hare Krishna. Who wants to do? Next, Ravana is there. Next, who wants to do next? Prasad Prabhu, you there? Okay. Radha Prabhu outside. Saraswati Mata, you there?
Yes, Prabhuji. Can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, after Lavanya. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Go ahead, Lavanya.
Yeah. Repeatedly, Prabhupada invited Puri Maharaja to come and preach in the West. He requested him at least to come to Mayapur for ISKCON's international gathering of devotees. Prabhupada felt that Puri Maharaja, on seeing all the Western disciples, might feel moved to join him and preach. He is expecting. Puri Maharaja agreed to accompany Prabhupada to Calcutta and Mayapur, and the pleasant week in Vishakhapatnam came to an end with Prabhupada, his disciples, and Puri Maharaja looking forward to traveling together to Calcutta.
Very good. Thank you. So we'll continue. So next, Saraswati Mataji, then Sirisha Mataji, please finish. Okay. Saraswati Mataji, continue.
Guru Kripa. Although we arrived at the train station early, the train was already at the platform. It was very hot and 5 or 6 of us were having kirtana. Then Shyamasundara climbed up a coconut tree and got this fantastic coconut. He opened it and gave it to Prabhupada. We proceeded to drink a lot. Then Prabhupada gave it to Shyamasundara and Shyamasundara drank. Then Prabhupada said, "Give it to the Kirtana members." Each man in the Kirtana group was so thirsty that he wasn't even thinking of leaving any for the next man, but would just pass this coconut around. And the thing wouldn't empty. I tilled it up, and the coconut water was coming out, pouring on my shirt, and I was drinking and drinking. But still, it wouldn't empty. We were amazed. Prabhupada was smiling, and we were chanting. We all became cool and satisfied. Hare Krishna.
నైస్ నైస్ థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ కొబ్బరి బొండం తెలుగులో మాట కొబ్బరి బొండం ఎంజాయ్ షుగర్ కేన్ జ్యూస్ ఎంజాయింగ్ Prabhupada కొబ్బరి బొండం బ్యూటిఫుల్ థింగ్స్ ఓకే నెక్స్ట్ శిరీష మాతది హరే కృష్ణ ask to unmute but no unmute
Can I continue this, Prabhuji?
we are finishing this, you can continue, okay, no problem.
Yes, Prabhuji. Shyama Sundara. Yes.
Background voice coming Matadi from you only. I don't know what.
అది వాటర్ లీక్ అవుతుంది ప్రభుజీ. అది సరే ఉండండి ప్రభుజీ, నేను వస్తాను. ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ. Shyamasundara, Prabhupada and I were in a first class railway coach, a private compartment for 2 persons, clacking through the warm Indian night, somewhere between Vishakhapatnam and Calcutta. Okay. Prabhupada was talking and joking and playing tapes until around 10:30 p.m. When he lay down to take rest, for a while I switched off the lights. At about midnight, Prabhupada sat upright and called my name, Shyamasundara. Take dictation, he said. Then followed a train of thoughts so lucid and coherent that I could only conclude that while we think Srila Prabhupada is sleeping, he is usually not sleeping, but he is thinking, reflecting on ways to serve Krishna more and more. Okay.
Beautiful paragraph. So nice. So
Jai
that's
Srila Prabhupada.
yeah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. See, nice. See, lucid word is using. Thoughts, train of thoughts. They were sitting in train, and they were, Prabhupada is very, fun with them, jokingly and nicely, and along with playing tapes of his own, whatever they recorded previously, what the classes, and then during the discussion, and again Prabhupada wanted to see, this is the one of the beautiful quality of a devotee is creative, right? Krishna only gives
After they slept 10:30 అందరు పడుకున్నాక
అదే చెప్తున్నా, right? But actually devotee is creative. What he's saying, Shyam Sundara, take dictation. Then he followed train of thought so lucid and coherent that I could only conclude that while we think Srila Prabhupada is sleeping, he is usually not sleeping, but he is thinking, reflecting on ways to serve Krishna more and more. Last final instruction also, on the deathbed, he was thinking about Krishna. See, that is a pure devotee consciousness, whatever situation may be. When he lay down to take rest, for a while, I switched off the lights. At about midnight, Prabhupada sat up and called my name. Prabhupada sat up in the middle of the night. Shyam Sundara, take dictation. In the middle of the night, he got some, train of thoughts which are lucid and coherent. Yeah. That's where all the Prabhupada purports are not written by him. Krishna, Prabhupada himself says that it is Krishna is doing so. I am just instrument. Now, one time he said, so all these purports, when we read Prabhupada purports, it's directly from Krishna actually, through a devotee and pure devotee called, Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
ప్రభుజీ ఇదేంటి ప్రభుజీ ఇది క్లాకింగ్ త్రూ ది వార్మ్ ఇండియన్ నైట్ అంటే ఏంటి ప్రభుజీ అది
Language. Clacky
ప్రభుజీ ఎంత
through
అసలు
the warm. Language, I mean, వాళ్ళంతా అక్కడే కదా మాత్రం వీళ్ళంతా అదే కదా.
అదే ప్రభుజీ ఎంత
Clacky. Language. Meaning, a rapid rhythmic succession of sharp clicking, clacking sounds. Some nice sounds. It is echoic or like that.
ఆ ట్రైన్ సౌండ్ కేమో ప్రభుజీ అది అంటారా క్లాకింగ్ అది ట్రైన్ చకచక మూగుతూ ఉంటుంది కదా అది
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. The most common variation of sound of trains. Yeah, that is there. Yeah.
Yes,
The most common variation of the sound. See, we got one word. Clackety clack. You can use it. Remember this word, okay? Clickety clack. Sorry. Clickety clack and clackety clacking. Very well. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrutam ki. Yeah. So, we have done this chapter also. Let me see 1 second. Until now we have done this too. See, I will build a wonderful temple for you. 39. Let us go with this chapter or we'll go to Bhagavatam. Tell me. What is? We'll go this one also or we'll go with Srimad Bhagavatam. Choice is yours.
భాగవతం చదువుదాం ప్రభుజీ చాలా రోజులు అయిపోయింది
Bhagavatam Barolan, correct.
Yes,
we will come back here. We'll come back here anyway. So thank you so much. We have gone through, preface, acknowledgements, introduction, 37 chapter, 38 chapter since last few weeks. Wonderful. Okay. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrutam ki jai. So now tell me, where are we now? Bhagavatam. Without looking in the group reading log. Japan. చూస్తారు ఎవరో చూడండి పర్లేదు. Hari bol? Nothing, huh? Nobody is speaking. Where are we in Bhagavatam?
ధ్రువ పాస్ట్ టైమ్స్ కంప్లీట్ చేసినాం ప్రభుజీ మనము 4.12 ధ్రువాది అయిపోయింది మొత్తం అదే వాళ్ళది.
Yes, 12 chapter done. 4.12 done. 4th canto, 12 chapter. 4.13 we need to read. So I am pinning again, unpin and I pin there. So that we will have this one. Pin. It is. Okay. 4.13, right? So I am opening. So tomorrow you send that document, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
SB 4.13. బాగుంటుంది ఒక ఐడియా రూపాన్ని రేపు నుంచి డీటెయిల్ చదువుదాము బట్ టుడే ఇస్ జస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చదువుదాం ఓకే మొత్తం చాప్టర్ లెట్ us see I'm sharing now okay so we are here we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam canto 4 the creation of the fourth order chapter 13 description of the descendants of Dhruva Maharaja description of descendants of the Dhruva Maharaja. Who are the descendants? We are going to learn. So the idea is, let us just read the translations today. Let me see how many verses there. 49 verses. ఒక్కొక్కరు 4 చూద్దాం ఓకే చలో జస్ట్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ టుమారో విల్ కంటిన్యూ ఇన్ డీటెయిల్ ఓకే వర్స్ టెక్స్ట్ ఓన్లీ వర్స్ టెక్స్ట్ నో ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ వర్స్ టెక్స్ట్ translation. Okay. Chapter 13, description of the descendants of Dhruva Maharaja. Let me read 5. First 5. Text 1. Translation. Vaishla Prabhupada ki jai. Suta Goswami, continuing to speak to all the rishis headed by Shaunaka, said, after hearing Maitreya Rishi describe Dhruva Maharaj's ascent, this is a Vidura Maitreya Samvadana, right? Maitreya Muni is describing the pastimes of all this Dhruva Maharaj pastime to Vidura. Dhruva Maharaj's ascent to Lord Vishnu's abode. Vidura became very much enlightened in devotional emotion, and he inquired from Maitreya as far as what he is asking more. Vidura inquired from Maitreya, O greatly advanced devotee, who were the Prachetas? Again, lineage. Who were the Prachetas? To which family did they belong? Whose sons were they? And where did they perform the great sacrifices? Vidura continued, I know that the great sage Narada is the greatest of all devotees. He has compiled the Pancharatrika procedure of devotional service and has directly met the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Text 4. While all the Prachetas were executing religious rituals and sacrificial ceremonies and thus worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead for his satisfaction, the great sage Narada described the transcendental qualities of Dhruva Maharaja. Text 5. My dear Brahmana, what is saying? My dear Brahmana. Who is talking? Vidura continued. Vidura is continuing. My dear Brahmana, how did Narada Muni glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead and what pastimes were described in that meeting? I am very eager to hear of them. Kindly explain fully about the glorification of the Lord. Again, question and answer. He's asking, he wants to know more about Prachetas. Narada Muni is given, Pancharatrika Vidhi system of understanding and deity worship like that. So let us see. Now, text 6 onwards. Lavanya, can you please start? Next 5. Come on, quickly. Let us do.
Text 6. The great sage Maitreya replied, My dear Vidura, when Maharaja Dhruva departed for the forest, his son Utkala did not desire to accept the opulent throne of his father, which was meant for the ruler of the lands of this planet. 7th one. From his very birth, Utkala was very satisfied and unattached to the world. He was equipoised, for he could see everything resting in the super soul and the super soul present in everyone's heart.
Utkala, who is Utkala?
Dhruva Maharaj's son, one of the son.
Right. Next. So we'll give it
By
to somebody,
express-
Amma. Okay, it's okay. Thank you. We'll come back to you, okay? I have seen some devotees join. So we have not done it.
I'll read Prabhuji.
Raju Prabhu next. Akinjan Prabhu
I'll
next.
read Prabhu.
Yeah, Raju Prabhu.
Translation. Yeah, translation. By expansion of his knowledge of the Supreme Brahman, he had already attained liberation from the bondage of the body. This liberation is known as Nirvana. He was situated in transcendental bliss and he continued always in the blissful existence, which expanded more and more. This was possible for him by continual practice of Bhakti Yoga, which is compared to fire because it burns away all the dirty material things. He was always situated in his constitutional position of self-realization and he could not see anything else but Supreme Lord and himself engaged in the discharging devotional service. Text 10. Translation. Utkala appeared in the less intelligent person on the road to be foolish, blind, dumb, deaf, and mad, although actually he was not so. He remained like fire covered with ashes without blazing flames. Text 11. For this reason, the ministers and all the elderly members of the family thought Utkala to be without intelligence and in fact mad. Thus, his younger brother named Vaschara, the son of Brahmi, was elevated to royal throne, and he became king of the world. Thank you, Prabhuji.
ప్రభు ఒక్కసారి ముందు శ్లోక చూడండి ప్రభుజీ. అచ్చా, ఈ జడభరత్ క్యారెక్టర్లు ఉన్నారు ముందు. Utkal appeared to be less intelligent persons on the road to be foolish, blind, dumb, deaf, and mad. Although actually he was not so. He remained like fire covered. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
In his kingdom, he's ruling the kingdom, but he's not aware, detached from everything, and he's practicing devotional service. Okay. Text 12, please continue. Who wants to do? Akinjan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Again, one more thing, Prabhu. The son of Brahmi means is a Brahmi also wife of Dhruva Maharaj?
Yes,
Maharaj
Prabhu.
two wives. One is Brahmi, one another. Brahmi's son is Vatsara, and another wife's son is Utkala.
Wonderful. Thank you. Kinjan Prabhu, please continue. Thank you.
Text 12 translation. King Vatsasara has very dear wife whose name was Svarvithi, and she gave birth to the 6 sons named Pushparna, Tigmaketu, Isha, Urja, Vasu, and Jaya. Text 13. Pushparna had 2 wives named Prabha and Dosa. Prabha had 3 sons named Pratar. One second. Yeah, Pratar, Madhyadinam, and Sayam.
Pratar, Madhyanam, Sayam anta.
Pratar Bhoga, Madhyana Bhoga, Sayan Sandhyam Bhoga. We call it as Pushparna. Who is Pushparna again? Vatsara's son. Huh? So these are the lineage. That's where we see so many names. Okay, continue, bro.
Text 14. Dosha had 3 sons, Pradosha, Nishtha, and Vyustha. Vyustha. Pradosha, Nishtha, and Vyustha. Yeah. Vyushta's wife was named Pushkarni, and she gave birth into a very powerful son, Sarvateja. Text 15-16. Sarvateja's wife Akruti gave birth to a son named Chaksusa, who became the 6th Manu.
Chakshusha Manu. Remember, no, this is very important.
Manu at the end of 6th Manu at the end of Manu's millennium. Nandwala, the wife of Chakshusha Manu, gave birth in the following faultless sons. To the following faultless son: Puru, Kutsa, Trita, Dumna, Satyavata, Satyavan, Rita, Agnisthoma, Atiratra, Sibi, and
Ulmukha. Yeah, one more. Read one more and give it to somebody. Okay.
Of the text 17 of the
same Shibya.
Yeah, Kavach. We'll talk about. మధ్యలో reading తర్వాత మాట్లాడదాం.
Of the 12 sons, Ulmukha begot 6 sons of his wife Pushkarni. They were all very good sons, and their names were Anga, Sumana, Kyati, Kratu, Angira, and Gaya.
Okay, Prabhu, tomorrow your task is you have to remember all these names and present here.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay, thank you. There's a lineage. If you see the Subodhini guide, nicely is presented anyway. So, okay. Text 18, who wants to do? Let me see, lifted hands.
Prabhu, I'll do.
Yeah. Next,
చిన్న అంగ మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు స్టార్ట్ ఇక్కడ ఆగిపోద్దు బ్రో. The wife of Anga, Sunita, gave birth to a son named Vena, who was very crooked. The saintly king Anga was very disappointed with Vena's bad character, and he left the home and kingdom and went out to forest. Text 19-20. My dear Vidura, when great sages curse, their words are as invincible as a thunderbolt. Thus, when they crushed King Vena out of anger, he died. After his death, since there was no king, all the rogues and thieves flourished. The kingdom became unregulated, and all citizens suffered greatly. On seeing this, the great sages took the right hand of Vena as a churning rod, and as a result of their churning, Lord Vishnu, in his partial representation, made his advent as King Prithu, the original emperor of the world. Prithvi. Very good. Prabhu, only translations mode పెట్టినారా ప్రభుజీ? ఓవర్వ్యూ చూద్దామని.
యా ఈరోజు ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ రేపు నుంచి డీటెయిల్ చదువుదాం.
Vidura inquired from sage Maitreya, my dear Brahmana, King Anga was very gentle. He had high character and was a saintly personality and lover of Brahminical culture. How is that? Such a great soul got a bad son like Venu, because of whom he became indifferent to this kingdom and left it.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Very good.
Okay. Thank you. So next, text 22, Srihari Prabhu. There, Haribol. Srihari Prabhu, Haribol. Okay. Anybody, please continue. No?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Text 22. Sorry, Prabhuji. Sorry.
That's why please be attentive. Whatever you want to read.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I'm very sorry, Prabhuji. I'm traveling actually to office, miss the bus. I called one Mataji to give their milk. So sorry.
Hey, please continue. No problem.
That the great sages who were completely conversant with religious principles desired to curse King Veena, who himself carried the rod of punishment and thus awarded him the greatest punishment, Brahmasapa. Text 23. It is the duty of all citizens in a state never to insult the king, even though he sometimes appears to have done something very sinful. Because of his proofs, the king is always more influential than all other ruling chiefs. Text 24. Scroll chair down. Vidura requested Maitreya, my dear Brahmana, you are well conversant. Vidura requested Maitreya, you are very conversant with all subjects, both past and future. Therefore, I wish to hear from you all attractive activities of King Veena. I am your faithful devotee, so please explain this.
King Veena is Gurinchi. Thank you, Prabhu. Read one more if you want.
Text 25. Sri Maitreya replied, my dear Vidura, once the great King Anga arranged to perform the great sacrifice known as Ashwamedha, all the expert Brahmanas present knew how to invite the demigods, but in spite of their efforts, no demigod participated or appeared in that sacrifice.
Thank you very much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So next, text 26, please. Who wants to? Sirisha Matadi.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Continue.
Yes, Prabhuji. Text 26. Translation. Prabhupada ki jai. The priests engaged in the sacrifice then informed King Anga, O King, we are properly offering the clarified butter in the sacrifice, but despite all our efforts, the demigods do not accept it. Text 27. Translation. O King, we know that the paraphernalia to perform the sacrifice is well collected by you with great faith and care and is not polluted. Our chanting of the Vedic hymns is also not deficient in any way. For all the Brahmanas and priests present here are experts and are executing the performances properly. Text 28. Dear King, we do not find any reason that the demigods should feel insulted or neglected in any way, but still the demigods who are witness for the sacrifice do not accept their shares. We do not know why this is so. Text 29. Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of the priest, was greatly aggrieved. At that time, he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial arena.
Text 30. King Anga addressed the priestly order. My dear priests, kindly tell me what offense I have committed, although invited. The demigods are neither taking part in the sacrifice nor accepting their shares.
Okay, Mate, thank you. Who wants to do now? Who have not done? Let me see. Everybody done, I think, huh? Okay.
Prabhuji, can I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, read.
Is text 31, the head priest translation. The head priest said, "O king, in this life we don't find any sinful activity, even within your mind. So you're not indeed least offensive. But we can see that in your previous life you performed sinful activities, due to which, in spite of your having all qualifications, you have no sons." Okay. Text 32. Translation. O king, we wish all good fortune for you. You have no son. But if you pray at once to the Supreme Lord and ask for a son, and if you execute the sacrifice for that purpose, the enjoyer of the sacrifice, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will fulfill your desire. Text 33. Translation. When Hari, the supreme enjoyer of all sacrifices, is invited to fulfill your desire for a son, all the demigods will come with him and take their shares in the sacrifice. Text 34. The performer of the sacrifices under Karmakanda activities achieves the fulfillment of the desire for which he worships the Lord. Okay.
Anyway,
Text
last one.
35. Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Continue this one, Mate.
35 we have to read, no, Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Yes. Thus, for the sake of a son for King Anga, thus, for the sake of a son for King Anga, they decided to offer oblation to Lord Vishnu, who is situated in the hearts of all living entities. Thank you,
Jai.
Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. Jai Jagannath అంటున్నా మీ పాప
అంటుంది Prabhuji.
అట్లనే ట్రైన్ చేయండి. వెరీ నైస్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thus, for the sake of a son of King Inga, they decided to offer oblations to Lord Vishnu, who is situated in the hearts of all living entities. Let me read another 3. So, till 48 there. Please come on. 2, 2, 2, or 3, 3. Please read. Let me read next 3. That text 36. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As soon as the oblation was offered in the fire, a person appeared from the fire altar, wearing a golden garland and a white dress. He was carrying a golden pot filled with rice boiled in milk. The king was very liberal, and after taking permission from the priest, he took the preparation in his giant palms, and after smelling it, he offered a portion to his wife. Although the queen had no son, after eating that food, which had the power to produce a male child, she became pregnant by her husband. And in due course of time, she gave birth to a son. Text 39. That boy was born partially in the dynasty of irreligion. His grandfather was death personified, and the boy grew up as his follower. He became a greatly religious person. Text 40. After fixing his bow and arrow, the cruel boy used to go to the forest and unnecessarily kill innocent deer. And as soon as he came, all people would cry, "Here comes cruel Vena. Here comes cruel Vena." Okay. Please read next. We have 49 slokas. Yeah. Next 9 slokas. ఇద్దరు 2 చదవండి. Come on.
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Come on. Read.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Text 41. Translation. The boy was so cruel that while playing with young boys of his age, he would kill them very mercilessly, as if they were animals meant for slaughter.
Yeah. That is a killer.
Yeah.
Vena.
Text 42. After seeing the cruel and merciless behavior of his son, Vena, King Anga punished him in different ways to reform him, but was unable to bring him to the path of gentleness. He thus became greatly aggrieved. Aggrieved. Text 43. And translation. The king thought to himself, persons who have no son are certainly fortunate. They must have worshipped the Lord in their previous lives so that they would not have to suffer the unbearable unhappiness caused by a bad son.
Yeah. అట్లాంటి సన్ ఉండకూడదు కదా. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ ప్రభు. యూ రీడ్ వన్ మోర్. యా, రీడ్ వన్ మోర్.
Text 44. A sinful son causes a person's reputation to vanish. His religious activities at home cause religion and quarrel among everyone, and this creates only endless anxiety. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. 4 more verses there. Please read, anybody. Whoever not.
Who?
Come on.
ఇంకెవరు ఉన్నారు చదవండి.
చదవండి. Clear.
Who, if he is considerate and intelligent, who desires such a worthless son? Such a son is nothing but a bond of illusion for the living entity, and he makes one's home miserable. Then the king thought, a bad son is better than a good son because a good son creates an attachment for a home, whereas a bad son does not. A bad son creates a hellish home from which an intelligent man naturally becomes very easily detached. Thank you.
Thank you. Text 47. Who wants to do? Read. Raju Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I'll read.
Yeah, read Prabhu. Come on.
కించన్ ప్రభు చదవండి ప్రభు.
చదువుతాను కదా ప్రభు. మీరు టెక్స్ట్ 47. Thinking like that, King Anga could not sleep at night. He became completely indifferent to the household life. Once, therefore, in the dead of the night, he got up and from bed and left Vena's mother, his wife, who is sleeping deeply. He gave up all attraction for the greatly opulent kingdom, and unseen by anyone, he very silently gave up his home and opulence and proceeded towards the forest.
Bad son wala jarugutunda, but bad son also creating for good fortune for king, to remember Krishna, perform tapasya. 48, 49, two last verses. Who wants to do? You can go ahead, Akinchan Prabhu, if you want. Raju Prabhu. Come on.
48. When it was understood that the king had indifferently left home, all the citizen, priest, minister, friends, and people in general were greatly aggrieved. They began to search for him all over the world, just as a less experienced mystic searches out the super soul with himself. Text 49. When the citizens could not find any trace of the king after searching for him everywhere, they were very disappointed, and they returned to the city where all the great sages of the country assembled because the king's absent. With the tears in their eyes, with the citizens offered respectable obeisances and informed the sages in full detail that they were unable to find the king anywhere.
King Anga, the son of the father of Vena. Okay, that's where we are reading. So all these descendants of Dhruva Maharaj lineage. Okay, so this chapter is mostly talking about the various personalities and little bit about King Vena, and then the story continues. So we'll read from tomorrow in detail. Please send the PDF, Prabhu, Raju Prabhu. Okay, yeah.
That section wise I sent Prabhu already.
Yeah, we'll do tomorrow. Section wise done, no problem. Then we will go through with that. Later you can send PDF, no problem. Thank you so much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And then Prabhupada Lilamrutam ki jai. So today's plan is one last day. We all chant next 15-20 minutes. Mukunda Mala Stotram. First let me play all these 18, 19, 21 verses there. But let us hear first Gauranga Darshan Prabhu's entire tune, 21 slokas. Then 2-3 devotees, please chant. 21 verses. Let us see how much we can accommodate. Then we will come back after a few months. 2-3 months, let us take gap. And we'll come back. Yes. So that is the thing. No? So let me open up here. Krishna consciousness, MMS. Okay. First 1 to 9 I'm playing. Please let me know voice is coming. I wanted to share also. Is voice coming?
Okay.
Is voice coming?
No, Prabhuji.
మీ వాయిస్ వస్తుంది ప్రభుజీ వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు.
ఓకే అయితే ఆగండి ఒక నిమిషం
వాయిస్ రావట్లేదు Prabhuji.
చూపిస్తా. ముకుందమాల స్తోత్రం కొంచెం ఓపిక ఉండండి. ఎస్ రన్ దెన్ let me check the sound. Share computer sound. So there is an option. A stereo is there. Now it will come. Please confirm now. Right, I'm playing now. Just please confirm.
श्रीवल्लभेति वरदेति दयापरे.
It's coming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let us follow quickly. So okay, again going back to our practice. Long back we are going again. 21 verses. Let us pray. Come on.
मुकुन्दमाला स्तोत्रम्. श्रीवल्लभेति वरदेति दयापरेति भक्तप्रियेति भवलुण्ठनकोविदेति नाथेति नागशयनेति जगन्निवासेत्यालापिनं प्रतिदिनं कुरु मां मुकुन्द. जयतु जयतु देवो देवकीनन्दनोऽयं जयतु जयतु कृष्णो वृष्णिवंशप्रदीपः. जयतु जयतु मेघश्यामलः कोमलाङ्गो जयतु जयतु पृथ्वी भारनाशो मुकुन्दः. मुकुन्दमूर्ध्ना प्रणिपत्य याचे भवन्तमेकान्तमियन्तमर्थम्. अविस्मृतिस्त्वच्चरणारविन्दे भवे भवे मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात्. नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्द्वन्द्वमद्वन्द्वहेतोः कुम्भीपाकं गुरुमपि हरे नारकं नापनेतुम्. रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रन्तुम्. भावे भावे हृदय भवने भावयेयं भवन्तम्. नष्टा धर्मेण वसुनिचये नैव कामोपभोगे यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम्. एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतं जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पादाम्भोरुहयुगगता निश्चला भक्तिरस्तु. दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम्. अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ चरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि हरिमेव सन्ततम्. मन्दहासमुदिताननाम्बुजम् नन्दगोपतनयं परात्परं नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितम्. करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमीने श्रममुषिभुजवीची व्याकुले गाधमार्गे. हरिसरसि विगाह्य पीयते जोजलौघं भवमरुपरिखिन्नः क्लेशमद्य त्यजामि. सरसि जनयने सशङ्खचक्रे मुरभिदिमा विरमस्व चित्तरन्तुम्. सुखतरमपरं न जातु जाने हरिचरणस्मरणामृतेन तुल्यम्.
We learned this first 9 in the very beginning. I am playing in 10 to 18 now. Please have focus.
माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामिश्चिरं यातना नैवामी प्रभवन्ति पापरिपवः स्वामी ननु श्रीधरः आलस्यं व्यपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्व नारायणं लोकस्य व्यसनापनोदनकरो दासस्य किं न क्षमः भवजलधिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुतदुहितृकळत्रात्राणभारार्दितानां विषमविषयतो ये मज्जताम् अप्लवानां भवति शरणमेको विष्णुपोतो नराणाम् भवजलधिमगाधं दुस्तरं निस्तरेयं कथमहमिति चेतो मास्मगाः कातरत्वं सरसिजदृशि देवे तारकी भक्तिरेका नरकभिदिनिषण्णा तारयिष्यत्यवश्यम् तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनोद्धूतमोहोर्मिमाले दारावर्ते तनयसहजा ग्राहसङ्घाकुले च संसाराख्ये महति जलधौ मज्जतां न स्त्रिधामन् पादाम्भोजे वरद भवतो भक्तिनावं प्रयच्छ पृथ्वीरेणुरणुः पयांसि कणिकाः फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघुः तेजो निःश्वसनं मरुत्तनुतरं रन्ध्रं सुसूक्ष्मं नभः क्षुद्रा रुद्रपितामहप्रभृतयः कीताः समस्ताः सुरा दृष्टे यत्र स तारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकणः हे लोकाः शृणुत प्रसूतिमरणव्याधेश्चिकित्साम् इमां योगज्ञाः समुदाहरन्ति मुनयो यां यज्ञवल्क्यादयः अन्तर्ज्योतिरमेयमेकममृतं कृष्णाख्यमापीयतां तत्पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमात्यन्तिकम् हे मर्त्याः परमं हितं शृणुतवो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपतः संसारार्णवमापदूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थिताः नानाज्ञानमपास्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुं मन्त्रं सप्रणवं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्तयेद्धं मुहुः नाथेन पुरुषोत्तमे त्रिजगताम् एकाधिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कतिपया ग्रामेशमल्पार्थदं सेवायै मृगयामहे नरमहो मूढावराका वयम् बद्धेनाञ्जलिनानतेन शिरसा गात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गदेन नयने नोद्गीर्णबाष्पाम्बुना नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानामृतास्वादिनाम् अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम्
3 more ఉన్నాయి. ఇది 3.5 7 minutes అయింది. ఇంకో 1 minute ఒక మాల జపం చేసినంత టైం. ఓకే, 3 more also let us hear. 1 second. 19, 20, 21.
यत्कृष्णप्रणिपातधूलिधवलं तद्वर्ष्म तद्वैशिराः ते नेत्रे तमसोज्झिते सुरुचिरे याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवध्यायिनी सा जिह्वामृतवर्षिणी प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणम् जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भज श्रीधरं पाणिद्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथाः श्रोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु कृष्णं लोकयलोचनद्वयहरेर्गच्छाङ्घ्रियुग्मालयम् जिघ्रघ्राणमुकुन्दपादतुलसीं मूर्धन्यमाधोक्षजम् आम्नायाभ्यसनान्यरण्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहम् मेदश्चेदफलानि पूर्तविधयः सर्वं भूतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गजा स्नानं विना यत्पद द्वन्द्वाम्भोरुह संस्मृतिं विजयते देवः स नारायणः.
Total 8 to 9 minutes devotees. So now we all are 9:26. One devotee we can hear. Huh? Who wants to do? Can you please let me know?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, can I recite Prabhuji?
Yeah. So you accepting challenge? Huh? You are accepting challenge?
No, Prabhuji, I'm just trying, Prabhuji. Whether just trying, Prabhuji. That's it.
ఎందుకంటే మీరే కదా ఇది నేర్పించింది ఆల్వార్ పన్నీరువర్. So he wants to accept challenge. Huh?
No, Prabhuji. First, తెలియాలి కదా Prabhuji వస్తుందా లేదా అని. అందుకే try చేస్తున్నాను.
ట్యూన్ ఉంటుంది. Somebody will help you. No worries. Thank you.
Yes.
So you are showing so interest. Huh? Okay, very good. Oh, let me put one place so that we can hear. So
Yes,
tomorrow also we will do. Tomorrow from 9 to 9:30 we will spend time. So 18 to 4. 4 devotees can recite tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be last. Wednesday onwards, I have to start, Bhakti Vedanta Sloka test verses. All right. So I wanted to glorify first 12 hours. Let me chant this one quickly. Alvar Pannirvar Ungayar Bhutattar Peyalvar Tirumalaisai Nammalvar Madhura Kavi Periyalvar Andal Kulashekarar. We are reciting. Huh? Kulashekarar Tondaradi Podi Tirupani Tirumangai Inalvargal Panniruvar. Go ahead, Mata. You chant now. I'm sharing now. Here. Okay. Okay. You can chant. 21 verses. We all gonna hear and we can drop off. Okay. After this, we'll drop off. Please chant. Saraswati Mata. You are speaking on mute. I don't know.
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm speaking on mute, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Do it. Do it.
Yes,
Keep in. My request is keeping in a peaceful place. Of course, child is always,
Yes.
until grows. Every child is like that only, cranky. So this is very prayers means our meditation. As he composed great Acharya Kulashekar Alvar Acharya. Every word so nectar is there. So please chant in peaceful mood. Go in some room and chant like that. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. श्रीवल्लभेति वरदेति दयापरेति भक्तप्रियेति भवलुण्ठनकोविदेति नाथेति नागशयनेति जगन्निवासेत्यालापिनं प्रतिदिनं कुरु मां मुकुन्द जयतु देवो देवकीनन्दनोऽयं जयतु कृष्णो वृष्णिवंशप्रदीपः जयतु मेघश्यामलकोमलाङ्गो जयतु पृथ्वी भारनाशो मुकुन्दः मुकुन्दमूर्ध्ना प्रणिपत्य याचे भवन्तमेकान्तमियन्तमर्थम् अविस्मृतित्वच्चरणारविन्दे भवे मेस्तु भवत्प्रसादात् नाहं वन्दे तव चरणयोर्द्वन्द्वमद्वन्द्वहेतो कुम्भीपाकं कुरुमपि हरे नारकं नापनेतुं रम्या रामा मृदुतनुलता नन्दनेनापि रन्तुं भावे भावे हृदयभवने भावयेयं भवन्तम् नाष्टाधर्मेण वसुनिशयेनैव कामोपभोगे यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवन् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहुमतं जन्म जन्मान्तरेऽपि त्वत्पादाम्बोरुहयुगगता निश्चलभक्तिरस्तु दिवि वा भुवि वा ममास्तु वासो नरके वा नरकान्तकप्रकामम् अवधीरितशारदारविन्दौ शरणौ ते मरणेऽपि चिन्तयामि हरिं येव सन्ततं मन्दहासमुदिताननाम्बुजं नन्दगोपतनयं परात्परं नारदादिमुनिवृन्दवन्दितं करचरणसरोजे कान्तिमन्नेत्रमीने श्रममुषिभुजवीची व्याकुले गाधमार्गे हरिशरशिविगाह्या पीयते जोजलौघं भवमरुपरिकिन्नः क्लेशमद्य त्यजामि सरसिजनयने शशङ्कचक्रे मुरभीधिमाविरमस्वचित्तरन्तुं सुखतरमपरं न जातु जाने हरिचरणस्मरणामृतेन तुल्यम् माभिर्मन्दमनो विचिन्त्य बहुधा यामीश्वरं यातना नैवामी प्रभवन्ति पापरिपवः स्वामी ननु श्रीधरः आलस्यं व्यपनीय भक्तिसुलभं ध्यायस्व नारायणं लोकस्य व्यसनापनो धनकरो धासस्य किं न क्षमः भवजलदिगतानां द्वन्द्ववाताहतानां सुतदृहृतिर्कलत्राणभारार्धितानां विषमविषयतो ये मज्जताम् अप्लवानां भवति शरणमेको विष्णुपोतो नराणां भवजलधिमगाधं दुस्तरं निष्ठरेयं कथमहमिति चेतो मास्मघाकातरत्वं सरसिजदृशि देवे तारकी भक्तिरेका नरः विधिनिषन्ना तारयिष्येत्यवश्यम् तृष्णातो ये मदनपवनोद्धूतमोहोर्मिमाले धारावर्ते तनयसहज ग्राहसङ्घाकुले च संसाराख्ये महति जलदौ मज्जतां नस्त्रिधामन् पादाम्बोजे वरद भवतो भक्तिनावं प्रयच्छ पृथ्वीरेणुरनुपयांसि कनुका फल्गुस्फुलिङ्गो लघुस्तेजो निःश्वसनं मरुत्तनुतरं रन्ध्रं सुसूक्ष्मं नभः क्षुद्रारुद्रपितामह प्रभृतया कीटा समस्तासुरा दृष्टे यत्र सतारको विजयते श्रीपादधूलीकनः हे लोका शृणुता प्रसूतिमरणा व्याधिश्चिकित्सामिमां योगज्ञसमुदाहरन्ति मुनयो यं यज्ञवल्क्यादयः अन्तर्ज्योतिरमेयमेकममृतं कृष्णाख्यमापीयतां तत्पीतं परमौषधं वितनुते निर्वाणमत्यन्तिकम् हे मर्त्या परमं हितं शृणुतवो वक्ष्यामि संक्षेपतः संसारार्णवमापदूर्मि बहुलं सम्यक् प्रविश्य स्थितः नानाज्ञानमपस्य चेतसि नमो नारायणायेत्यमुं मन्त्रं सप्रणवं प्रणामसहितं प्रावर्त्ययोद्वं मुहुः नाथेनाह पुरुषोत्तत्रिजगताम् एकादिपे चेतसा सेव्ये स्वस्य पदस्य दातरि परे नारायणे तिष्ठति यं कञ्चित् पुरुषाधमं कटिपय ग्रामेशमल्पार्ददम् सेवायै मृगयामने नरमहो मूढावराका वयम् बद्धेनाञ्जलिना नटेन शिरसा घात्रैः सरोमोद्गमैः कण्ठेन स्वरगद्गतेन नयनेनोद्गीर्णबाष्माम्बुना नित्यं त्वच्चरणारविन्दयुगला ध्यानमृता स्वाधिनाम् अस्माकं सरसीरुहाक्ष सततं सम्पद्यतां जीवितम् यत्कृष्णप्रणिपातधूलिधवलं तद्वर्ष्म तद्वै शिरस्ते नेत्रे समसोजिते सुरुचिरे याभ्यां हरिर्दृश्यते सा बुद्धिर्विमलेन्दुशङ्खधवला या माधवध्यायिनी सा जिह्वामृतवर्षिणी प्रतिपदं या स्तौति नारायणं जिह्वे कीर्तय केशवं मुररिपुं चेतो भज श्रीधरं पाणिद्वन्द्वसमर्चयाच्युतकथा स्तोत्रद्वयत्वं शृणु कृष्णं लोकयलोचनद्वय हरेर्गच्छाङ्घ्रियुग्मालयं जिह्रग्रानमुकुन्दपादतुलसीं मूर्धन्यमादोक्षजम् आम्नायभ्यसनान्यरण्यरुदितं वेदव्रतान्यन्वहं मेधश्चेदफलानि पूर्तविदयः सर्वं हुतं भस्मनि तीर्थानामवगाहनानि च गज स्नानं विना यत्पदं द्वन्द्वाम्बोरुह संस्मृतिं विजयते देवस्य नारायणः. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Any mistakes, please forgive me.
So nice, so nice, so nice. Very nice, Mataji. There are some reactions in Zoom. I wanted to, I wanted to do this. This is for you. You got the Zoom. Okay?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so nice. Thank you so much. Let me see what is the time now. Tomorrow we will chant. Okkoka devotee 9:30 nunchi start. Okay. Next tomorrow is the last day, so be prepared. Otherwise we can start at 8:50. So we will chant all the 21 verses just like Mataji. So Mataji is a successful recipient of this last 3 months of verses. We have chanted enough. Thank you so much, Saraswati Mataji. Thank you for teaching, especially that Halvar song. And very good.
Prabhuji, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for given that opportunity for me.
Very nice. You have nicely chanted, and even though small kid is there, you respected. Very nice. Thank you so much. So we will continue tomorrow. Have a nice Monday, Krishna conscious Monday. We'll connect tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhascha, Rupa sindhubevacha, patitanam pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Yeah, Hare Krishna.
I have a request. Today is Surabhi Mataji's birthday.
Okay.
So we'll chant for her, okay? Spiritual progress, and she's okay.
Yeah, 3 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and 3 times for all of us. Total 6 times Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Please unmute yourself, chant nicely. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you for this, Mata, please. Yeah.
You need to bring her. When you,
Congratulations, Lavanya Mataji.
we'll talk tomorrow. All the congratulations for all the devotees who are, for this. We'll talk tomorrow. Hare Krishna. We'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a Krishna conscious Monday. We'll connect tomorrow. Yes. Some devotees are getting initiated very soon. We'll pray for